Hello everybody, this is Lucian from GamingInstinctsTV, and today I would like to talk about the top 10 exploration games. With Sea of Thieves on the horizon, I wanted to delve deeper into what makes a grand open world game. It is simple to have an ever-expanding landscape to explore, however complementing that with a surrounding atmosphere and curiosity about the treasures of those lands are truly what make these games exceptional. A sense of story that derives from all the little aspects of the world, all while tying to the main plot that is unfolding, an excuse to spend hours of our attention scouring the land just to experience something fantastical, elements not yet seen. Exploration drives us all to break free from the predetermined mold of a campaign and create our own unique experiences within the world. Freedom to the player is just as important as providing a great backstory or polished gameplay. With this being the case, this list contains games that open up unique landscapes for us to voyage across, all while being interlined with a memorable, engaging atmosphere. Number 10. Batman Arkham City. From developers Rocksteady Studios comes the dystopian crime-ridden streets of Gotham. With the prison situation needing a new renovation after the first installment, Batman Arkham City, the leaders of Gotham transform half of their town in the institution known as Arkham City. Arrested, Bruce Wayne is tossed into the walls of the psychotic Funland, surrounded by those who despise him. Luckily, he becomes armed as the Batman and scales rooftops to stop the nefarious schemes of the villains residing inside this city. Exploration is truly rewarded as many mysteries and plot threads become sealed as you find them. And inspired by the comics landscape that is rich in hidden extras and infamous characters, Batman Arkham City makes itself a real dream to the fans of this Caped Crusader and a rich surprise to the gamer experiencing the sheer amount of goodies contained within the city. Number 9. Two Worlds 2. An overshadowed gem developed by the Polish company Reality Pump comes the successor of the first, Two Worlds 2. Receiving critical success in the borders of Europe, this fantasy RPG sported one of the most intuitive crafting systems in gaming. What made it so great was the fact that nearly everything found within this world could be implemented through crafting. An immediate reward from exploring the unique locations presented, offered a huge spice of variety from many other open world games. The player takes on the role of a customized hero who is taken prisoner along with his sister due to the new Emperor of Antilur. A prophet sends a group of orcs to free him and tell of his fate with Gandahar, the new Emperor of Antilur. This old 2010 game is still receiving support as one of two new DLCs for the game have yet to be released. Combining a detailed crafting system with that of an amazing overworld to explore is a fantastical mix and makes this game worth trying. Number 8. Far Cry 4. Next on our list comes one title from the long-running franchise produced by Ubisoft, Far Cry. This series known for its engaging story and even more for the world that encompasses it. Taking place in the fictional Himalayan country of Kyrat, its open world is filled with wildlife and many activities to pursue. Beautiful is the word that comes to mind when trekking across the grandiose landscape. Following the journey of AJ Gales, he is caught in the middle of a civil war between the tyrannical king Pagan Min and a rebel movement known as the Golden Path. A large task set forth that must be prepared for by scouring nature and outposts for the right supplies. A breathtaking mountainous landscape to explore coupled with a more modern viewpoint upon the RPG genre combines to create a realistic exploration experience. Number 7. Starbound. Sandbox games are the very essence of the focal truth of exploration titles. Stories are made by your experiences. This spacefaring 2D adventure game is much akin to the styles of Terraria or Minecraft, but open up a much wider scope in the form of space travel. Developed by Chucklefish, Starbound begins with the player inside a spaceship drifting through space with the wreckage of Earth in its wake. This astronaut has no choice but to explore the inhabitable planets as he ventures to start anew. The elements of story and exploration are woven together as quests and missions are hidden within this open world. With the abilities of terraforming and building, the player can always be sure to leave their mark on the worlds they visit. Starbound is bound by nothing, with the player truly being able to take the adventure they want through the stars. Number 6. Super Metroid. A side-scrolling action-adventure game that puts the player in the life of the bounty hunter Samus Aran to recover Metroid larvae and conquer space pirates. A critically acclaimed game loved by speedrunners and gaming fans alike, also holding the title for one of the greatest games ever made. This 2D Metroidvania has the player traversing through the planet of Zebes, traveling to different sections by using doors and elevators. Exploring the distant alien planet is essential in the survival of Samus and the plot as a whole. True admiration comes from discovering the multiple power-ups within the many corridors and fully equipping yourself to face the trials ahead. This exploration progression, however, is co-aligned with the time factor of the endings. Representing that of the Metroidvania genre, combined with that of a grand sci-fi exploration, this is truly a classic among gaming. Number 5. Xenoblade Chronicles. Developed by Monolith Soft comes an expansive JRPG in which the size of its main plotline is only rivaled by that of its world, following the long journey of Shulk, who is obsessed with the ancient detailings of the Monado, an artifact of the dreaded Bacchanus threat. Upon obtaining the very thing he studied studiously, he ventures out upon the world, which is in fact a giant robot laid dormant from years past. Starting at the foot, you work your way up to the head and further around the entire body. With the design philosophy of if you can see it, it can become a destination, a plethora of different environments to explore, and a truly captivating, unique fantasy world make this time-consuming JRPG worth checking out. Number 4. Knit Underground. A true 2D adventure exploration game comes from the developers of Green Hill Games, an indie title that presents presents itself as a player-driven journey, with much of the story and endings dependent upon the explorative path taken. Taking control of this small sprite, Mii Sprocket, who simply wants to make a wish at the fairy springs. However, being mute, she is misunderstood and unwillingly recruited a mission to save the world. Two fairies serve as her translators, with each having a different manner of speaking, so much to the extent that even quests are altered. The world itself is separated by over 1,800 rooms to explore, with many not being marked on any maps whatsoever. Exploration itself is the essence of this indie title and brings many interesting concepts together that truly make it worth checking out. Number 3. Dark Souls. The spiritual successor of Demon Souls, From Software and Namco Bandai Games brings us the grim reality of Dark Souls, an infamous star of the series known for its difficult yet very rewarding gameplay. Taking the role of a cursed undead soldier, you begin a pilgrimage through the kingdom of Lordran to uncover the fate of your kind. Considered one of the best games ever made, this critically acclaimed title brought depth into that of its combat, world design, and world lore. Though containing a minimalistic plot, it is ever expanded through exploring the ruined landscapes of this kingdom. Traversing this land brings together the whole world and the mythos surrounding it, truly making the entirety of the lands feel lived in. A deep lore unsurfaced by exploring through the treacherous landscape, fulfilling a true sense of accomplishment with each challenge overcome, makes Dark Souls feel engaging and hard to stray away from. Number 2. The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Winner of Game of the Year 2017 and shown as a crowning jewel of gaming comes this well-acclaimed title from the Legend of Zelda series. A perfect game that puts the player in control, a new landmark for open-world games. This story follows the reawakening of Link, who must traverse this ruined world and defeat Ganon, who is trapped inside Hyrule Castle before he inevitably escapes. The plotline is completely up to the player, for Hyrule Castle is available to be stormed upon leaving the prologue area. The true sense of the game comes from exploring the vast, wide world of Hyrule and increasing yourself for the big trial ahead. Every challenge you face while trekking through the wilderness has an inherent boost to your overall power. Another title holding one of the best games ever made and boasting a player-driven experience alone urge any to try this game. Number 1. Sid Meier's Pirates. An influential title to the small genre as a whole, and truly groundbreaking in its year of release, and is the first of games to use his name in the title, Sid Meier's Pirates. A true spiritual successor of many titles to date, inspiring an open world as a whole. Set in the Caribbean, you play the role of a privateer that may work from many different countries in the old colonial world. Exploration is the essence of this game, for the only plotline is the adventures you discover in this large sandbox. Every new game puts the player in a world of randomly generated locations, diplomatic standings, economy, and much more, all testing the adaptability and strategic planning of your voyages. An old classic that is truly one of the best exploration games made, and deserving of the number 1 spot is indeed Sid Meier's Pirates. And there you have it, everyone. That was the top 10 exploration games that truly embraced a sense of adventure and encapsulated all of us with its pleasing landscapes. Were any games on this list a fond explorative experience for you? Were there any exploration focused games that didn't make this list and you would like to acknowledge? Be sure to tell us in the comments down below. Don't forget to check out our website at www.GamingInstincts.com for latest news, exclusive feature articles, reviews, and much more, and follow us on social media at the following. Gaming Instincts TV will be leaving you right here. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video and are looking for more video game coverage. Peace out.